You see when we're live. We're live. We are
Good.
live. It's always a surprise to me when we go live, right? My mom bosses are here. Okay. You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, we're live and we're back again with my ladies. This is exciting. This is going to be our second Mom Boss webinar. So I'm super excited to be doing this again. Thank you, ladies, for your time. You know that it's probably one of the most valuable things that we as mom bosses have. And I would like to just introduce myself and then, of course, get these fabulous ladies telling us their stories and sharing what it is that they do. So for those of you who are watching, whoever invited you, thank you so much for being here on our Mom Boss webinar. We've got a lot of good stuff to share with you, and you definitely want to stay tuned to the very end because we have something special for you. So first and foremost, allow me to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Hera Z, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction on what it is that we do and why this info session exists. But first, I would like to welcome, in no particular order, our fabulous mom bosses. We have Monica, all the way on, I guess, my left, right? Monica's there. You guys are all in Massachusetts, and which makes me totally jealous that I'm not sitting on that couch next to you because I hear that there's champagne over there somewhere. I love it. Well, I got a bottle of water today. That's Monica over there. Monica is actually my mentor and somebody who helped me thrive in this business, which we're going to talk to you guys about. And then I have another business partner of mine, Taryn. Say hello, beautiful. And then the newest addition to the love that I have in my heart is Sonia. Say hey over there. We got 3 mom bosses here that are about to drop some awesome information for you guys. So again, my name's Hera Z, and just to give you a little bit of a background, we are all, how can I even say, online health and fitness coaches, right? But the cool thing about it is that none of us are personal trainers, we're not doctors, we're not any type of experts, we are just mom bosses. And we've had a lot of questions about what it is that we do, so we figured let's gather here again and let's put that information out there because we are most definitely looking for like-minded individuals, like-minded moms that want to be a part of what it is that we're doing, the movement, the ripple effect. And to get a little bit of background on how I got into this, I am not a biological mom. I'm a stepmom, right? And I have part-time kids. So when Monica had introduced me to this business 3 years ago, I think it was now, I was single, teaching, and running a business online was fairly easy for me. I had part-time kids, and as I grew in the business and started to take it on full-time, still only working like 4 hours a day, which we'll talk about that later in our power hour. I had a lot of moms join me that were saying, how do you balance family life yet also, you know, be there for the moment, be there with your kids for their first? How do you work full time and how can you be there for your family, be there for your spouse, contribute? I mean, there are all these things that our ladies are going to get into, the reasons why they joined this business. But I had to call on somebody to help my moms and my coaches and my team learn how to thrive, how to just lead a fulfilling life, and that's where I'm going to let my ladies take it away. So without further ado, I want to call on Monica because one of the things that we do as coaches, right? A lot of people say, how can you be a coach? What do you mean a coach? I'm not even at my goal body. I'm not at my goal weight. But we've aligned ourselves with an awesome company called Beachbody, and while I don't have my shaker cup, I already had my Shakeology today, a lot of people have seen our products, right? 21-Day Fix and Size and Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire on TV. These are products that we use and we work with, so we don't have to be the expert. We just kind of have to share our journey out there. So this is an opportunity for moms, dads, the like, to be running their own business, creating their own hours, and not missing those moments with their family. I'm not going to get into my personal story of why I started this, but I'm going to let Monica share her story about where, well, all of them, where she was before she became a coach with Beachbody, and what life was like before you joined the team.
Okay, so my story goes back all the way to 2011. I was working from home, And I had a job that most moms would be jealous of because it was a work from home job. It was with an actual company. I was able to set my own hours when I wanted to work them. And I was also able to get the kids up in the morning, get them ready for school, bring them to school, volunteer at school, pick them up from school. I was there for everything. So honestly, there was no reason why I should have been so unhappy, but I was. There was just always something missing from that job. It was a great job for flexibility, but it wasn't a good job for me personally. I just felt like there was something more that I needed to give, and I just felt it. I had always felt it. But back in 2011, my friend Tony had come over and he talked to me a little bit about this new business that he had going, and he said to me, I drink this shake and I don't have to take naps anymore. And I'm a teacher and I'm busy and I'm tired when I get home, and I have not had to take a nap. And I was sold just at that because I was tired all the time. I had 2 kids. I had that job, the stay-at-home job. Even though it was stay-at-home, it was still hectic and crazy. And we struggled. And I just knew that I had to try the shake because I needed it in my life. I was tired and run down, and I just wasn't healthy. I mean, I wasn't overweight by any means, but I wasn't eating properly, and I needed that nutrition. Breakfast was unheard of, and so that replaced my breakfast. So I signed up right there and then. He talked to me about this business opportunity. Didn't believe him. I was the biggest skeptic as far as that goes, and the shake. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, to be honest. So so the shake came, and 3 weeks later, I felt like a brand new person. It wasn't one of those things that hit me right away with the energy piece. It took a little bit of time for me to get, going with the shake and really feeling the benefits. But, some people can, after one day feel amazing, but it took me some time and it worked. So for me, I was sold right there after the 3 weeks, and I just continued to drink my shake. I had no intentions at all of ever getting into anything more than that.
Good, and I can't wait till people hear what you've done with that shake, just for energy. Yeah, and that's how I started. Darby, remember the conversation we had? It was, okay, it's nutrition, I'll take it. Oh wait, hold on, you can make money with this, and we'll talk a little bit about the differences between what we do as a team with Beachbody and Shakeology and other network marketing opportunities that are out there. So thank you, Monica. I like hearing about where you came from, girl, because I can't wait to share with people where you're at right now. I saw your paycheck last week. Saw your paycheck last week. So let's we got Monica, and one thing, right? Monica is she's a hockey mom, and now my stepson goes to hockey now. I don't know if I told you. So hockey mom right there, balancing it all. She was working full-time and running her business part-time. Wife, mother of 2 kids. I remember when you were getting a new house. I mean, you want to talk about a full schedule, and she managed to pull this off. This is your 5th year in the business, I believe?
Yes.
5th year coaching? Okay, cool. What's your favorite Shakeology flavor?
Cafe latte.
That was a game changer. Game changer.
Yes, changed my life.
Yeah. I love it. It changed my life. I sprinkle it, I mix it, the chocolate vegan and the cafe latte. And that's my daily dose. So Taryn, you've been in this business, you and I, same time, we started around the same time, I believe. Are you going on 3 years or 2?
It'll be 3 in June.
That is so awesome. And you, my friends, I'm not going to mention what you've done, but I want to hear where you were at before, because your story and mine is also very similar. You were coming from education.
Correct.
So tell me what was going on with you, because yours is pretty intense.
So in 2012, I had just given birth to my first daughter, and 11 days after she was born, I got a certified letter in the mail letting me know that my contract was not going to be renewed for the following year.
Nice.
And I had been a school counselor for 5 years. I had my master's plus 27 credits, so it was kind of a shock to me, but whatever. I took it as a blessing. I was like, this is great. I'm going to be home with my daughter. I'll collect unemployment. We'll be fine for a little bit. And then the funds started to dwindle. took out my retirement. We dipped into our savings, like just crazy, you know, worried about, are we going to file bankruptcy? Are we going to lose our house? Are we even able to pay our bills? So we're going to have to move in with my parents. Dear God, we're going to have to do this. And I mean, I love my parents, but I've done that. I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
And so all of that was kind of happening. In addition, about a year after Charlotte was born, I remember hopping into the shower and then just kind of catching a glimpse of myself in the mirror. And I was like, oh, wait, no, that's not my body. And we all know, you know, moms, we go through quite a bit of body changes when we have kids. And, you know, I wasn't expecting to have a 6-pack or anything, but I wasn't expecting to look like that. So all of these things were kind of happening all at once. You know, professionally, I didn't know what was going to happen. And then personally, I was like Monica, tired all the freaking time. You know, you have a toddler, and I was just like, what am I going to do? And so I saw something on Facebook. It was more of the business opportunity, but I also knew, same guy, Tony, could help me with that physical piece because I knew he was a Beachbody coach. And so I talked to him about it, and pretty much the rest is history, right? And that's pretty much where I was before Beachbody came into my life.
Love it. I love it. Beachbody has been a lifesaver for all of us. I can say that for sure. And I love the fact that we're all getting into that for this health piece, right? For the nutrition, for the energy, to get the body back. And that's where I'm thanking you guys for being so open and honest with your stories again, because it's something that moms need to hear. They need to hear it. They need to know that they can be present in their family life, and they can contribute, and they can, when we hear Sonia's story, be there for the most important moments, and not have to sacrifice all of those things that us as women, we do sacrifice, right? Because as women, we have a tendency to have everything fall on us and need to balance it all. So I think I know that's what, to me, being a mom boss is all about, is that we can do this. And you can see as the four of us, not even in the same state, are gathering as a support system to empower ourselves, be the best version of ourselves possible, physically, mentally, and also financially. That's a piece that a lot of people neglect, and I don't believe that's a piece that should be neglected. So Sonia, share with us your story about where you were at in before Beachbody came into existence, because I know you knew Monica. And you are probably our newest member. Is it 6 months now?
6.5. It's about 6.5. So
yeah, where were you at?
Yeah, so for me, I have 2 children, and with my first son, I just remember having to go back to work after 6 weeks of him being born. And that was so difficult. He actually was born with club feet and had to be casted, and he needed to have more special attention, and I couldn't give it to him. I didn't have the time. I didn't have vacation. And I just remember being at work and crying and can't wait to get out of here, and who's taking care of my children. And I missed all the firsts. I missed, you know, all of the things that moms want to be home for. So, you know, I just kind of started thinking, like, what can I do? I know there's more out there for me, but nothing really no opportunities were coming across. Fast forward, I had my daughter, she's going to be 20 months, and I got to stay home with her for 12 full weeks. It was amazing. Amazing. It took me 4 years to save up for me to be able to have those extra weeks with her, but it was well worth it. But I can tell you this, in those 12 weeks, I realized how much I was missing. So I knew I needed to do something, and lo and behold, here comes Monica with this great opportunity. You'll get to that, but I stalked her. And I just knew that Beachbody was going to be my way to be able to stay home with my children. And I just ran with it. And that's where I'm at right now. I won't tell any more, though.
Yes, you did, and you are running with it. And I think, you know, something as I listen to you speak, because we've heard each other's backgrounds and stories so many times and we've told the story so many times to empower our team members, right? Everybody that we're working with. But I think I'm just remembering the first time I heard your story and how we were in tears. And then Taryn, the first time I heard your story, and I get chills when I think about it, because it was the same thing. You know, as a teacher, I was a Spanish teacher. My job would have been the first to go. And I needed that security. I needed to know that I could be in control of whether I kept my job or I didn't have to work, or how much money I was coming in. And then Monica, I watched your story happen. I remember when you quit your job and how I cried. You, should I let you tell the story? I'll let you tell the story. Because it was a big deal for what Monica's about to tell you. So 5 years into this business, you know, and when I mention the business again, it is literally taking the products that you see on TV, caring for your nutrition, drinking a shake a day, a shake that is far above the rest. And we can talk to you guys about that stuff afterwards. But just holding yourself accountable and being held accountable to your own health and fitness and sharing that with others. That's it. Holding people accountable and holding yourself accountable. How can this be a business? But it is. So Monica, tell them in the 5 years that you have been a coach online, where are you at now, my love? And where's your husband at now too? Because you kind of did him a favor.
I did. You're right. No, so now life is completely different than 5 years ago. And I say completely as in I've been able to work from home on my own schedule and not for anyone else, just myself. And I've been able to bring my husband home from his full-time job too. So June of last year, yes, I said to him, you know what? We went to a seminar and it was, the whole idea was to create a 90-day plan. And I said, we're going to do this. And we created that 90-day plan. By the end of the 90 days, I said, we're ready. We're good to go. Quit that job. Yes. And he was like, are you serious? And I said, yeah, I would quit that job. Yeah. Because we're okay. We're going to be okay. So do it. And he did it. And he's been home ever since then. And it has completely changed our lives. I mean, we are not that normal family. Now it's my husband and I are home and we both go to field trips and it's amazing. It's the life that I never dreamed possible that came to fruition. I just can't say enough. It's amazing. And our lives are completely different. We built our dream house. We are living in it. Both of our kids play hockey and we're there for everything. All of their practices, all of their games. Every step of the way, we don't miss a thing, and we do it all together as a family. And I just cannot even put a price on that. You can't. No.
I just got a text message that says, "How does she do that?" We're going to tell you how she did that. Don't worry, we will. How does she do that? We're going to tell you. Stay tuned. It's coming. I love it because that is something that people never think is possible. And you hear it. And you hear people say, this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing now. And the first reaction that I get is, oh, that happened for her. That can never happen for me. Right?
Yeah. You do.
But the funny part is that that's what we all thought, right? In the beginning, oh, no, I don't want anything. That happens to other people. No, it happens to people who I don't want to say go after it. Because going after it is kind of like you're chasing. It's just people who they just do it. That's it. There's a system. We have a system, and the system works. And I told you that system. You are a product of the product. You do the programs. I remember when I started, you were doing the ultimate reset.
Yes.
You did the ultimate reset. You drink your shakes. You work.
I've done it 10 times.
Drink your shakes, work out, and share that journey. So that's how she did it. But we'll get into the specifics later. Taryn is another one who has retired early, and I do consider this retirement. I do tell people I'm retired because it's fun. It is fun. So Taryn, tell us where you're at into this business. You and I retired right around the same time, and we're doing this full-time. Share with us what you've been able to do with Beachbody.
So my biggest thing, and this is funny for me because when I was growing up, I never thought I'd be a stay-at-home mom. I always assumed I was going to work, thought I was going to maybe get 8, maybe 12 weeks off, you know, and
pushing it.
You know, like after that, I was ready to go back to work. And then the idea of leaving my children breaks my heart.
Yeah.
And I know for some people, they're like, nope, see you later, and that's fine. But for me, I just can't. Like, I don't want to be away from them. And I didn't want to rely on family. I didn't want to have to pay for daycare. Like, I don't want to have to do things according to other people. So for me, let's see, it was less than 2 years. I was able to officially retire from education, which is incredible. And of course, you know, Beachbody makes no guarantees, yada, yada.
Yes.
It's all dependent upon what you do. Here's our disclaimer.
Yes.
But yeah, I was able to retire from education. I'm home with my kids full time. We're able to send my daughter to a private school that's very important to us, that aligns with our educational philosophies. I was able to get a new car, which was important to me. It's a Volvo, safest car on the road. And for me, that's very important. So I've got my precious cargo. And it's like, it's just bizarre to me. And when Monica tells her story about retiring her husband, like, it's not even this dream you think you might have anymore. For me, it's no, this is going to happen. Chris is going to be home with us in the next couple of years, and we're going to have a very similar life. We'll all go out to breakfast and lunch, and
count me in.
That's what we're doing. And it's just incredible. Yeah. It's surreal. Honestly, pinch me every week. Pinch me.
I'll tell you what is a pinch me moment for me when I see you, because granted we are in different states and I do travel quite a bit, but we get to see each other at vacations that Beachbody sends us on. Right. So my personal favorite is when I see Taryn and she's wearing her baby. And she comes with her to all of these events, and that to me is like, wow. Like, nothing has disrupted her life, because for me, my job was disrupting my life.
Right.
And to not get into it too much, but you guys know my story with my mom. And my mom passed away, and in order for me to be present for my mother as she was ill, and even when she passed away, my job was absolutely disrupting that. I would much rather have been home with my mom, and that's what I can relate to you guys saying, you know, and all my moms saying, I want to be home with my children. Right. So I get that. But that's the pinch me moment, is when I see you with your baby all over, you knowing that you are there. And I watch the calls, the team calls that you do, and your baby's there. Like, it is not disrupting your life.
Right.
You have completely replaced your teaching paychecks.
Oh, completely and beyond.
That's huge. And you don't have to teach summer school for that?
No, yeah.
So let's get into Sonia's story too, because we want to tell everybody how we're doing this, and let you know that it is doable, and that you will have us as mentors and support, right? You're going to have a strategy, you're going to have a system on how to do this, and it's not going to disrupt your life. Sonia, our newest member, 6 months into this, I think people will be thrilled to hear what you've been able to do, because you, my dear, are a wife and a mother, and working full-time, and going to school full-time, and tell them what you're doing with your Beachbody income, which, yes, the disclaimer, Beachbody makes no guarantees, but, you know, for those who are ready to change lives and be held accountable for their own fitness journeys, here's what we got, right?
Yeah, so for me, I am busy. Obviously, like you said, I'm a college student. I'm a manager. I work Beachbody full-time. I have my 2 babies, and I'm married. And only being 6.5 months in, I've been able to pay 4 mortgage payments and 2 student loan payments. That's amazing.
Right? That's a lot of people think as well, right? Oh, no, look at, you know, it takes years and years for this stuff to pop. But we have Sonia right here, right? That in 6.5 months, I mean, 4 mortgage payments, that's almost half a year. Your mortgage is covered. That's huge. That's huge to me. So I know you gotta get on that plan too. When is your retirement date? I don't really have to say that. You may or not retire.
Everybody kind of knows, but my date for retirement is September of this year. Super exciting. And then 2 years later, my husband. So we have a plan. He will be home as well. I'm taking Monica's lead on that, and that's definitely happening because we just want to be home with our family.
I love it. And so something else that I do want to share as we get into how this is all possible, I keep hearing us all say, we have a plan. We have a plan. We're on a plan. We're on a plan. And for those moms or even non-moms or dads, I have some dads that are listening too. Shout out to the dads because they are superheroes as well, right? Moms are superheroes. Where did this plan come from, right? And before Beachbody, when I wanted to take back my life and be able to be in control of my life and never miss a moment for my dad or my grandmother, right? And now it's for my stepkids and with my fiance. That plan was not available when I tried to start my own business. That plan and that support was not available when I tried to do things on my own. But what we've done with Beachbody, we've aligned ourselves with a multi-million-dollar company that has given us this plan. And we also happen to have, like I know Tony mentions this a lot, you may know a Beachbody coach right now in your life, and you may see what they do, but can they provide for you the support and the system and the plan to be doing what it is that you really want to do? I mean, we all have different goals and different, plans for our life. What is the plan? So I like the fact that we're all mentioning that we are on some sort of system and we have a strategy. So what I want to talk a little bit about briefly, and we can end this so that way mommies can go back to their families and we can all get in touch with whoever invited us. The how, the why, and the details, right? We got the how of how it all started. We got the why we're in this business. Now I'd like to have the details of what it is that we do as coaches every day. For me, even though this is full, and we have 3 full-timers right here, you would think we have the whole day to work this business. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you have, relationships and kids and hockey, oh, Monica, hockey.
See?
Right, we've got busy lives. So I will work this business no more than 2 hours a day. If I want to go nutso with it, then maybe I'll go for 4. But let's talk a little bit about something that we like to call a power hour. My new coaches come in and new moms come in and they say, I don't have a lot of time. I'm not a salesperson and I am not at my goal weight yet. So how do we combat that? Who wants to talk a little bit about maybe some of the vital behaviors? Anybody want to take a vital behavior, the things that we do in our power hour? How about product of the product? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, obviously time management is huge because of my schedule. So what I do is when I wake up, we do something called personal development, which is one of the 3 vital behaviors. So I wake up and I do my personal development for 15 minutes. Then I will either do my workout in the morning or at night when I get home, which is only 30 minutes. And it's a better workout than if I went to the gym.
Totally.
And then,
true story.
Yeah, true story. Then I drink my shake for breakfast, like Monica was saying. Obviously, I'm being a product of the product by drinking my shake and working out and sharing my story with others. And then when I get home at night or on my lunch hour is when I'll take 30 minutes to sit down and share my story, invite people to the business opportunity, to using the products. And truly, I only work an hour doing that.
Yeah.
And that's the 3 vital behaviors: is inviting, being a product of the product, and doing your personal development. That's all I do.
Yeah, and my personal development, I know it happens when I'm showering, when I'm putting on my makeup, and whenever I'm in the car. And that's the way I like to say, right? Catch 2 butterflies with 1 net, because we don't kill birds with stones. It's how you like it, right? It's so nonviolent. How can we fit it in, right? If that's it, and that's all there really is to it. I mean, when are we scheduling in that workout? Because that's a must to be the best version of us possible and to put that out there and inspire people. And I know a lot of our listeners, sometimes they have that fear. Afterwards, their biggest question is, well, how do I invite? How do I invite to people? You do your workouts and your coaches. We have challenge groups. I know my team, all of our teams, we have challenge groups that we lead until you are ready to lead your own. But that's just a matter of being in those challenge groups with us and getting your health and fitness on, right? Doing that and just inviting people to come along for the ride. I know we have free challenge groups, we have paid challenge groups, so there's definitely no sales there. It's really connecting with people and sharing the things that you love about this business. Anybody else want to talk about 3 vitals? Anything with the week? I mean, we covered them all.
Yeah.
Right? I know Beachbody has a 4th vital now. We'll keep that a secret until later. But a lot of it is, sharing your journey on social media to inspire, right? Another question that a lot of people have, and I know Taryn, you had done quite a bit of research before you even came into this opportunity. And Monica knows when she was discussing it with me that I read the compensation plan. I mean, I researched everything there was about this company, Beachbody, to make sure that it was legitimate and it was real. And I was like, okay, if Tony Horton and Chalene Johnson and Shaun T are all on TV, this has to be like legal and legit, right? And you know, retiring, quitting my teaching job 8 months into this, I can tell you it is legit. Mm-hmm. But Taryn, give me a little bit of details, because I know you researched like I did.
I'm like obsessed. You know what, this comes down to when I was a school counselor, I was like super into like the union and the collective bargaining agreement and making sure that like crossing your T's, dotting your I's kind of thing. So when I read through the compensation plan, and I also look at other companies, because there's tons of other network marketing companies out there, let's be honest, right? Yeah. I know I'm biased because I am a Beachbody coach, but I will tell you right now, what they pay us in comparison to what the products cost, it's incredible in comparatively speaking to other companies. You know, there are other products out there, you know, you're selling something for $20. Yeah, you might be making 40% commission, but let's do the math on that there, as opposed to where ours, you're looking at the average price that people come in with is around $140, and we're making 25% on that. So that alone was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm totally in. But they take care of us. We're able to sign a spouse. A lot of other companies don't allow for that. We're able to open additional business centers.
Yes.
Other companies don't allow for that. And we get credit for everybody in our downline, not just your personally sponsored or not just certain levels, and you get credit for everybody. Right. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a nerd with that. So if you do have questions about it, I'm probably the person to go to. But yeah, I mean, I've yet to see another comp plan out there like this.
We had, it's interesting too, because you and I had that in common with researched, and I knew nothing about network marketing. I mean, I had no clue. But I researched the compensation plan, and since then, I mean, I've had other network marketing companies actually ask me to join. Oh, yeah. And that's very common. For me personally, and I have a coach, I have two coaches actually, Jacqueline Davison and Laurel Fitzgerald. They're also you guys know them, they're very well versed in what other network marketing companies have to offer. And I'll tell you, hands down, for me, it's not even the compensation, because the compensation is beautiful. It's the Shakeology.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Shakeology, and I have to throw it in, even though corporate says, but not everybody has thyroid. But I know a lot of women that suffer from, the weight gain and the thyroid disorder. 3 months into taking this shake, while the FDA doesn't, approve or say, oh, it'll help your thyroid, but I was taken off of thyroid medication. Just 3 months into, yeah.
For how many years?
I was on it for 13 years. I had Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and 3 months into starting Beachbody and drinking the shake every single day, because I was addicted to it, and I still am, my endocrinologist had said, your levels are changing, and took me off of thyroid medication, which means no more co-pays for him, no more paying the RX, the prescription. The Shakeology right there has replaced my coffee. It was replacing a meal for me for a long time, and then I started to want to gain muscle, so now I use it as a post-workout or a pre-workout. But it's what's in Shakeology that, yes, there are makeup companies, and there are, Avon and Mary Kay, and those are great. That's great. But if I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to pay for food. I'm going to pay for a meal that's going to transform my health and keep me around for years to come. I know that's very important also for moms, right, is that they are healthy, that they are thriving, and they have that energy, and they feel good, and they look good. Because I'm sorry, actually I'm not sorry, but as a mom, sorry but not sorry, as a mom, you want to look good, you want to feel good, and you should. Yep. And sometimes having the extra money to go get, the facials and the nails done is really nice too. You should have that, moms. You deserve that. So, yes, there are tons of network marketing companies out there. You can, choose whichever one you want, of course, but we are biased because these are the things that are important to us. Right. Without health, I'm not really sure what you have. I really don't. Nope. So, That's just our piece on it. And then you can kind of close it out. I think it's fair to say that we can give them their options, right? And this is what everybody wants to know is, okay, how do you do it, right? That we got the power hour, and even if you want to say for an hour a day doing your workout, your personal development, and then just having conversations with people. I teach my coaches to put it in 15-minute chunks. Yep. This should not be disrupting your life. This should feel good. Because for us it does, and that's what we want to pass on to our teams. Comparing with other network marketing opportunities, because you've seen the quick fixes out there. What we have, and this has to be said as well, is it's a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And we're a team of people that, you know, we're not, I don't want to put any other companies down, but I can tell you we are not a quick fix. Right. This is not a quick fix. This is how to live and become the healthiest version of you possible, which means, yes, we do work out. Mm-hmm. And I never used to. I was that yogi, right? I like calm, cool. No, I work out 6 days a week now, and I love it, and I feel incredible. So we're that support system. I think when it comes to what do you do, how do you get into this, Taryn had mentioned before the cost of sign up. And when we compare other network marketing companies, and Taryn, I don't think you mentioned either that we end up getting free customers. Did you mention that? Did I miss that too? Yeah, so that's one of the things as well. When you do decide, okay, how do I do what these ladies are doing? Right? How do I do this? How do I start? What's the sign-up cost and fee? I like to present it in two options, and if you ladies have anything else to add, please chime in. But for me, what it comes down to now is I want to join you either as a customer, right, or a coach. And a lot of people say a coach is not necessarily something I can do. But here's what it comes down to. Again, if you're a coach, you're holding people accountable, or you're aiming to hold yourself accountable at a discount. We encourage everybody to start with the most valuable package that we have is a bundle together of a program and the Shakeology. You'll get a month's supply of it, and that's going to be 30 meals. So that's huge right there, that you got either your breakfast, your lunch, or some of my clients really do use it as dinner. Right. If you're doing that, I think we have a sale this month, and I don't want to outdate the info session that we're doing, but we have sales every single month, and this particular month, that 21-day fix is on sale. So we bundle together a program and the Shakeology. So you're getting your nutrition, you're getting your fitness, and then when you do join that way, you have coaches like us as support. So yes, the main package right there, and I say this because it's dirt cheap. 1 month you're getting a business, you're getting the fitness, the nutrition, the support. That's startup package is $140. I always say that there's a money back guarantee, because if you don't love it and it doesn't work for you, you can return it. But I think maybe in my 3 years of coaching, I've probably had like one person, and that was because they had like an allergy or something to, I'm not really sure, strawberries. It was like a very weird, and I'm like, how do you live your life without strawberries? It happens. It happens. Or it was coconut or something. I'm not really sure what it was. But do you guys want to add anything on how to get started? That to me is as basic as that. You're either going to be super basic.
You get a meal. You own a business. You get 25% commission, 25% off anything you ever wanted for yourself, and you get to work with an amazing team of people.
Brought us together.
And, and I will say something too. Your $140 is going to friendships. Yes. That sounds silly, but these women are in my life, and I adore them. And Hera, I flip and love you.
I love you.
And honest to God, $4 a day have brought women in particular into my life who should have always been in my life. Yeah. And I feel like, I know, right? I just
when I'm not there.
That in and of itself has been amazing for me.
I'm glad you brought it up, actually. I'm glad, because, I mean, when Monica had discussed it with me, and even, you know, that's when I say Jacqueline, too, because Jacqueline joined, and she was like, $140, but when she saw everything that came with it, and that's what it does break down to, especially, yes, if you are signing up If you're signing up as a coach, and you're getting that discount, I think it's even less than $4 a day. It's like
$3.83 or something like that.
If you sign up as a coach.
Yeah, hi. Of course, I know what it is.
$3.60. I mean, that's you're getting, the plan to reach your goals, the system, the friendships. I mean, that's the craziest part. And yes, we get to see each other on vacations. I don't know if any of you guys are going on the cruise. I see. You're going to be on the cruise. Whoop, 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 whoop. I know we're doing. That's okay. We'll see you guys at Summit or Super Saturday. I can come up again for Super Saturday. But I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really glad you brought it up, because it is, when it breaks down to less than $4 a day, to have a community of women who are growing and expanding and doing amazing things, and we're all working on ourselves, whether it be mentally or physically or financially. Mm-hmm. That to me is priceless. That's priceless. And you get food.
And you get food.
Food and friendships. What more could you ask for?
Food, friendships,
program.
A day.
In a business, I mean, it's right. We're going to stop there, because otherwise we're just going to start getting into like a girly session right now. Yes. But that's what I would like you to do. So I hope we've been respectful of your time, and thank you guys again so much for watching. We do this for you, for the moms and dads now that are out there asking, how is this even possible? You heard it here first from our mom bosses straight out in Massachusetts. Connect with whoever it was that invited you. If it was a coach that said, hey, check this out, that's a gift that they're giving you. They see something in you that they know that you can have more. You can be more, and they obviously clearly believe in your dreams, and they believe in you. So ladies, thank you so much always for your time. And we're going to say peace out and get in touch with the coach that invited you. Love you, mom bosses.
Yeah.